We're here now in Forsyth County in Winston-Salem as an expansion of the TROSA mission, and we're so happy to be here and to be able to make a difference.
Hi, my name is Keith Artin. I'm President and CEO of TROSA. In 2001, I remember being approached by people looking for us to expand, to start TROSA elsewhere. And for many years, we held back because we wanted to make sure we got the program right. Several years ago, we realized that for us to serve people better, we needed a second campus at another location so that people could stay connected and feel a sense of community. By looking at Winston-Salem and the Triad, this gives us an opportunity to expand westward in North Carolina. We serve people from all 100 counties, but our outreach to the western part of the state is definitely lower than our outreach to the eastern and central parts of the state. This gives us a chance to get a little further west, but still hold on to and utilize the infrastructure we have in Durham to support this location.
One of the great things about TROSA is that it's free to participants. So you don't need really anything other than a desire to change your life, and you can come to TROSA and be part of a community that's helping to heal each other.
The main thing that I'm proud of and that I learned here at TROSA is I learned more about myself.
Making that first step is probably the toughest. That was the toughest for me. But once I started making that step forward, I'm now making many steps forward and just taking it one day at a time, and I'm glad I'm here at TROSA to do that. I know that there's so much that I'm capable of, and I'm just so excited. And I'm glad to be here at TROSA, and the sky's the limit.
I chose TROSA because it is a long-term program, and I've been through numerous short-term programs in the past, and it never worked for me, so I knew I needed something long-term and very structured. So being in recovery for 27 months is the longest I've ever been. That's like the biggest number one. And also I was able to get my felonies expunged, so that way in the future I can have a really good job.
That's awesome. I was in addiction for 20 plus years. The main thing for me is to learn how to love myself and to respect myself. I came in a very broken woman, and it's through interactions with my peers and support from staff members and other senior residents, interactions at my community assignment, that I have learned really who Katie is. And so TROSA has given me self-confidence, a new definition of what beauty is. I've learned a lot of patience. I'm now surrounded by a wonderful group of strong men and women that I know I can always depend on. Well, I have decided to stay on as what we call a scholar, a postgraduate scholar, and I am going to pursue my master's in clinical counseling, and I will start that in the fall.
I'm super looking forward to TROSA expanding. I think that is a great opportunity. I always thought that other places, other cities and states should experience what we experience in Durham, North Carolina. I'm also looking forward to getting my IT certification while I'm here, and just building myself as the woman that TROSA has helped me become.
This is a wonderful moment in Forsyth County and in North Carolina, of course, to have a recovery program of this kind. There are lots of people out there that are dealing with life situations, and sometimes we fall down, but to have programs like this that help people have a hand up so that they can live out productive lives is wonderful. And I'm certainly excited to be here for this groundbreaking, and excited to be here for a program of this kind, because we have to work and do everything we can to help North Carolinians move forward. We work across the aisle because we believe in this program and believe in what TROSA is doing. So I'm just happy that you're a part of Forsyth County, and a part of our district. So thank you so much, TROSA team. Keep up the good work. Let's keep hope alive.
We know that when people with substance use disorder enter and stay in recovery, lots of good things happen. Individuals throw off the burden of addiction and rejoin our society as productive, healthy citizens. Families can be reunited after years of pain and worry. Often children get to know the parents they lost to substance use disorder. But it's not just the residents and the families that benefit from when someone achieves and stays in recovery. In fact, our entire community and our state benefits. We know from independent research that TROSA saves taxpayers millions of dollars in our court costs, incarceration, emergency medical care, and many other very expensive services. There is no question that TROSA is a great investment.
I'm so proud and so honored to represent Forsyth County and District 31, and so proud to be a part of this region and be included in this great program that we're seeing undertaken here. We all know what the consequences of substance use disorder is. A tremendous challenge in our state. Thousands of families and children, countless employees, businesses in our state, all are affected by it. We know that long-term substance abuse treatment in our state is in tremendous demand, and nobody does it as well as TROSA. Nobody has a better treatment program than TROSA.
TROSA's program, as was mentioned earlier, is a 2-year residential program, and as you mentioned, that really is the key, because short-term programs just don't seem to do the trick. And we know TROSA has one of the highest success rates in the country. TROSA doesn't just help people get back on their feet and build skills and job experience so they can stand on their own. It helps them re-enter and reconnect with their communities and their families so they can be successful long-term. For too long, our community has lacked effective and affordable treatment for people with substance use disorder. And now TROSA's Winston-Salem campus will bring its supportive program to our area. At this time of increasing opioid addiction, TROSA is exactly what we need. TROSA's impact has gained national recognition, and by locating their second campus here, their leadership is ensuring that North Carolinians in our region will have easy access to benefit from this multifaceted and award-winning approach.
The Appalachian Regional Commission is a 13-state local government and federal government partnership. We stretch from northern Mississippi to southern New York. There are 29 counties in western North Carolina that happen to be in the ARC footprint, and Forsyth County is our most eastern county. A couple of years ago, ARC went through all 13 states and we listened. We listened to substance abuse providers. We listened to folks who were in treatment. We listened to their families. We listened to law enforcement. We listened to local elected officials about what they needed. And the one theme that I think we saw under everywhere we went in all 13 states was there needed to be this ecosystem. There needed to be a connecting thread between retreatment, recovery, and employment. And so with ARC support, we created a Substance Advisory Council. I was happy to serve on that with Karen Kelly from TROSA. Karen's ideas, along with the other members of that, led to an initiative that ARC launched about a year ago called the Inspire Initiative. It is a $10 million competitive grant program to fund programs just like TROSA throughout Appalachia. We are absolutely confident that if we could have multiple TROSAs throughout Appalachia and other like entities, that the solution to this crisis will be solved and found and dealt with.
My definition of a job is hope, opportunity, and dignity. And when somebody has those three things, they have the opportunity to continue to move forward. And without that is despair. And despair can lead to the addiction that TROSA is here to help them through and help them to be able to find that hope, opportunity, and dignity.
Moms, the dads, the young people, all the services they get because of TROSA don't have to pay a nickel. Zero, am I right? You don't find that very often.
Over 90% of TROSA graduates maintain their recovery 1 year after completion. Last year, TROSA residents received 177,000 days of housing, meals, health care, and recovery services, as others have mentioned, at no cost to them. This is not just a TROSA endeavor, it is a community endeavor. We could not do this without incredible support from our funders, political leaders, and community members, all partners in realizing this dream. TROSA's greatness comes from each of you.
19 years ago, I joined TROSA. At that time, I bought into Kevin McDonald's vision, right, of giving everybody an opportunity to rebuild their lives through hard work, integrity, honesty, trust, the things that we hold pretty core. kind of choked up here, or a little, because it's so important, it's so huge. The people that we're going to have the opportunity to help over here, the community, this wonderful community that we're going to be able to be a part of. You know, we teach our residents, you know, to not just be in a community, but to be part of a community. And that's what we're hoping to bring here, is to come and join and be a part of the Winston-Salem community. And I just want to thank you all for coming out today, for supporting us, and just know that as director, I want to hold true to the belief that we're only as strong as our community. And we're going to put everything we can into establishing that here. And again, thank you on behalf of TROSA, and thank you on behalf of everything. Let's make this happen.